Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video, we are going to discuss about the group by component and we will integrate that group by component into our strategy. So first theoretical and then practical. Awesome. So suppose you have 10 financial transaction records for a customer and they are being passed through components in the strategy. Okay. So you have a component from that we have 10 financial transactions are actually being passed. Now, I don't want all the transactions. I need only one customer record, correct? Now, what I can do, I can group the records into one by using below set as a combination. See, I will group all the transaction records by using py subject ID. Okay. So why? Because since py subject ID is same for all the 10 transactions, we have used it. Now, I also need the total credit amount of that customer as well. So what we can do, we can use aggregate feature in the group by for this. So with the help of group by, you can do grouping operation and also the aggregation operation. And this is gonna be a very powerful component, right? So let us actually see with an example. Here we have a group by component and the primary source for this is a transactions component. I mean to say, yeah, it can be any component from which the transactions are being passed on. It can be set property component, whatever it is, right? It can be a data import component directly, which has imported the transactions from a source. All the 10 transactions will be listed out. Okay. Um, so now, as you can see, for the first customer, we have three records, and for the second one, we have three records. And for the first customer, one debit, two credits, and for the second customer, two debits and one credit. Okay. Now, in the group by, we will group by based upon the PY subject ID and the transaction type, and we will do aggregate sum, and for remaining values we will select first. What is meant by remaining value? Yeah, so remaining values in the sense, see, we are grouping this based upon py subject id and the transaction type, correct? And this table has something called as a transaction amount as well, correct? So when we group by these two, for the grouped record, the PY subject ID and transaction type will be the same. But what about the transaction amount? So the transaction amount will be the value taken from the first record in that particular group. Okay, we will actually deal with that with an example. So as you can see here, for the customer one, okay, the output will be 1 debit, transaction amount is 10, and in the sum we will also have 10. I haven't recorded this, but yes. So maybe what we can actually do is we can only focus on mm, 1 second, guys. Yeah. So for the customer ID one, as you can see over here, okay, the records with a red color where will not be coming out of this particular group by component. Okay, so the result of the group by component will be one debit and one credit, and in debit we have transaction amount as 10, and in the sum we will also have 10 as a value. Now coming to the credit, see, we have two records over here and the first record is a 20. Now the group by component will group and it will form into a single record with py subject id as one, transaction type as credit, and for the remaining properties we have selected first. Now the transaction amount for the first record will be taken into the consideration for the resultant group by record, and the sum would be 20 plus 52, which is 72. Okay, and the third one will be eliminated. It will not be coming, right? Because we have already done the group by, that is why this will not be coming to us. And for the second customer, there are two debits. Now the second debit and first debit will be combined into a single debit with the transaction amount taken from the first record, which is 56, and the sum will be 145. And coming to the credit, we have only one record. The transaction amount will be the same, and the sum will be 1500. I haven't noted this, but yes, the values will be there. Awesome. Now, how we are going to use the group by component in our use case? So, in our use case, let us focus on taking one action per issue and group, correct? See, this particular customer is eligible for two credit cards in the same issue and group, but I need only one. So for that, let us try to use the group by component. So in order to use the group by component, let us create an another strategy called as final activities, and the remaining everything would be the same. Create and open. Okay. So final activities underscore v2, create and open. And let us enable the external input. And after this external input, let us put group by component. Group by will be available under aggregation. So in this group by component, so as you can see, we have two things, group and aggregate. So we are trying to group it on py issue and py group. So py issue and py group. So that means for every group, we want to take only one action. Okay. And we can also do the aggregates in that particular group, how many actions this customer has been received. So just for our reference. So yeah, I'm putting a property called py count and to count. So count of records in this particular group. And for the remaining properties, see, we have grouped based upon py issue and py group, right? Now we have to select one action, correct? For all the remaining properties, we will select with highest. Here we will write down a formula called as business value into external model score. So business value is the value defined by the business. External model score is the likelihood of accepting an offer. Okay, awesome. Now let us click on submit. Now from this group by component, only one action with the highest. Oh, this is gone. Okay. So with the highest business value into external model score will be selected. All right. So here let us put the name like this: one action per issue and group. Awesome. Now let us click on submit and then connect it with the results. Now let us refer this in our main strategy. So yeah, now this will be outside this strategy over here. So external. So final activity CV2, submit, and let us click on save and run, and let us verify the results. Yeah. So till this point, we have two records. One is standard card and another one is rewards card. But in the final activities V2, we only have the standard card, right? Because the multiplication of external model score and business value is more for the standard card. That is the reason we are able to see only the standard card. All right. So now let us discuss about another final component called as a champion challenger component. Okay. Now, what is a champion challenger component? Let us understand. In marketing, we generally use the test and control groups to calculate the lift of a particular campaign or NBA. Okay. Uh, so let's say we have 1,000 customers are eligible for a standard card, out of which 50% needs to be in the test group and other 50% needs to be in the control group. And all the also the offer should have an attribute. to identify it as a test or control group. How do we actually do this? See, there are 1,000 customers who were qualified. 50% of the customers should be fall into the test group. The test group will only receive the offers, whereas the control group will not receive the offers. And for every offer, we have to identify whether he has fallen into the test group or control group. How do we actually do this? Yes, we use the champion challenger to split the traffic between two or more paths with a defined percentage, which actually combines into 100 percentage. So let us actually see it in action. Okay. Uh, now, after the group by component, so let us add two set properties. I mean, let us define two paths. So the first path is a test group, and then the second path is control group. So this would be control group. Okay. And let us connect the group by component with two of them. And 50% of the cases, the test group should actually picked up. 50% of the times, the control group should be picked up. So how to do that? So we have to go with the champion challenger component. And in the champion challenger component, you can see we have both the test groups and control groups have been added. So the test group should be picked in 50% of the use cases, and in the control group, it should be taking 50% of the use cases. And the name of this would be test and control. Okay. So now let us connect this champion challenger with results component. And now let us uh, update both the test group and control group set properties with the values. So in Pega CDH we use the two attributes called as market type and market value. Okay, these are two attributes we generally use to identify whether this offer belong to the test group or control group. We can provide any name; it is our choice. Market type is a test group, and the market value is also test group. And in the control group as well, let us give those two values. So basically, these values are also used in the impact analyzer to identify the lift. So this is, I mean, we are going to set these two values with the control group and submit. Awesome. So let us save this and let us check in. Okay. Now let us go to our main strategy and run this and see how the results have the data. So in the results, we have the standard card and let us see the market type and market value. So the market type, which is set as test group and market values test group. Okay. And then we will test it for customer number two. Let us click on save and run. So for the customer two, the rewards card has been offered and the rewards card. And what about the market type and market value? Yeah. So this customer has fallen under the test group. Now let us test with customer three. So customer three is qualified for Premier Rewards card and he falls under control group. So when you say control group, he doesn't receive this offer. So the customer number four, save and run. He got this premier rewards card, and he fall under the control group. Okay, yeah, this is how it actually works. All right, guys. So we have developed an end-to-end use case. So this is our last video. I hope you really enjoyed this series. If you enjoyed this series, I request you to post this in your LinkedIn, tagging my name and my YouTube channel. So keep learning always. I will actually come with a good content in the coming future. I'm also planning to make a course on entire NBA strategy framework. Okay. So in the one of the session, I have shown you what is an NBA strategy framework. So I want to go in depth of NBA strategy framework and trigger level strategies. I'm planning to release a course during October. Stay tuned. Okay. So yeah, meanwhile, I will be releasing more series. The next series is going to be interaction history series. Okay. And also I will add more videos on how to call the strategies inside a data flow. Okay. Yeah. So maybe in upcoming videos, maybe I will take some time and in upcoming videos, let us actually use this strategy and call this in a data flow and push all the results into a data set. Yeah, that would be a great use case. And yeah, stay tuned. I think maybe I have to take that as my next video. And after that, um, let us focus on interaction history and interaction history summaries. I really love your patience because you have came to the end of this series. Okay, official series you can say. Yeah, I will add more videos to this in the coming future, but I want to end this officially now because it's been a very long time which when I have released videos. Yeah, so I really love your patience and keep practicing every time. And also, you can reach out to me via my email from the hobby engineering site which we are having, right? hobbyengineerdeck.com. And you can also reach out via comments, etc. So, saying that, goodbye, everyone. So, happy learning.